even though I know, I don't act like I know it all. That I'm a student and a teacher, but I also is a person that is willing to learn and not thinking that I know everything. And I think that's a problem when people know everything and they want to be like know it all, or they don't want to be wrong, and that becomes an ego problem. So there's a lot of things, like as a writer in my journey of getting to this point, it's not like I never planned to wait this long. I planned to do it before, but there's no like time limit. You got the turtle, the rabbit, and the turtle makes better decisions. It goes slow, it makes decisions. Eventually the rabbit is rushing things and rushing results and just doing everything, and they end up at the finish line. And maybe the turtle has more experiences, but then also the rabbit knows that he's made mistakes along the way, and that the rabbit knows that these certain things did happen in their life, and then the rabbit is able to be more, to learn from their experiences, to where the turtle makes decisions while in the moment, and takes it slow, and that they could both end up at the finish line at the same time, or maybe the turtle could win. So because it's not about like this goes fast or this goes slow. If you have a fast car, it could break down, right? But if you have a slow car, then you take it a certain pace that you can make it to the destination. It just really depends on what could happen along the way. So I feel that if we make these decisions, look at these palm trees. They're up here, see? Ah, up here, see? It's a nice little marina. Yeah, so I feel that, so I did a vlog earlier on should you give up on something that is not growing if you keep doing it. Because the thing is that when we go work out at the gym, we're not going to keep working out and working out. We're going to have a problem if we're not getting results, right? So you're not going to go to the gym for a whole year and then have the same body that you did a year ago. Or you're not going to work at a job if you're not making sales. I think that could really lower your confidence if you don't make a sale ever, or if you don't do something. Like, so we want to get results, and we shouldn't focus on results, but we do want to get results because it makes us feel good that we're doing a good job. But at the same time, I think it's best for us to do things that we're best at doing, because if we focus on one thing or on a few things that we're really good at, then we could have a lot of energy to put towards that, and that could actually help us to achieve everything else, to grow in those other areas, because now we have something working for us because of our experience. So say if I write commercials, then I'm writing my fourth commercial. So if I'm writing commercials, then my fourth one, my fifth one, my sixth one, that's giving me a portfolio. And now people are going to be, then I have something that it has screened in theaters, and that will help me. It'll help me to like get more jobs. But when it comes to screenplays, then I just have to focus on writing them and finishing them and doing workshops, and just really embody the story, kind of like really get into the minds of the characters, and then knowing what goals in each scene, the intent, and just really writing in that way. And just really, if you focus more, because I wasn't focusing enough on screenwriting until like about 3 years ago, even though I knew how to screenwrite because I started back in 2000 screenwriting, because originally I wanted to do The Dream in 94 with the acting. So I feel like that with the writing, I was always better at that. I was always a good storyteller even growing up. It's just like now I like rediscovered it. But there's gonna be a time that I need to achieve it. It's not a need that I need it for self-value. It's a need because I want to do it, because I don't want it to get lost. Because if I have to abandon the dream to go work and then catch up, then I really dug a big hole because of the dream. So it's kind of like you want to get something out of it, You want to get something out of your dream, but not for the reason of like, I need to live this dream because I need to be famous, or I need people to see how successful I am, or stuff like that. It's more about accomplishing this dream to make a difference. But even though that you're struggling and all these things are happening in your life and it's getting hard, and then you got a lot of people with like voices around you, like that negative, say, chatter around you, that I still believe that I could fight through all these challenges and to live this dream, to make it happen. But it's getting to the point where the crossroads is like where you have to start making decisions, and that it can be challenging. Like, you don't want to give up the dream though, but you're getting older, and it's getting to that point where like you have to decide on what the next steps, like what job that you're going to do to make it possible. And that if you're driving and you're not driving as much anymore because you don't have the right car, and it's just like a lot of decisions you have to make, because earning money is important because you can't survive. But if you're not earning anything and you're earning like 90% less than you did, then that's going to create a lot of problems for you. So definitely reevaluate and do like self-observation where you step out of yourself and really focus on a better way to live your dream. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to say it's easier, a better way to live your dream. And if the dream is important to you and you need it for the right reasons, like you want to make a difference and not because you want to be famous or you want to make money, but if you need this dream or you want this, then do it. I don't ever discourage anybody saying like, oh, you can't do this dream. Or if I look at something that I know that maybe they need to make adjustments or do certain things, that I'm going to encourage them. If I know that they could learn, if they're an actor, take acting classes. If you're a writer, go to workshops and seminars and really, sometimes you could hire a consultant and stuff. So it's the things that we do. Sometimes we can't always do it alone, that we could accomplish this dream, but we can't always think that we have to work alone because we want to protect our idea and do certain things. But when you're an actor, that I feel like that you should take acting classes no matter what. No matter how good you are, take acting classes and always be razor sharp. Just like I'm always writing. I'm not thinking I'm like this best writer. I'm like this elite writer and I'm like untouchable, like where I don't need to learn because I already know everything. I don't know everything, but I know that I've grown as a writer over the years. And there's other times that I was better as a writer than I feel now. But then when I look at some of my work now, that I'm thinking like it's nice, but I know that I could write it even more. I could write crispier scenes, sharper dialogue, and when it's crisp and it's tight, and I know to structure it, and I know a lot more. Even though I went to school and I did learn screenwriting and filmmaking and even the theory of it, that applying yourself after you get out of school, applying yourself to learn it and not think that you just, I want the film school, I want the UCLA, or I want the USC, or I want to NYU. It's more about, it doesn't matter where you go, it matters what you do. Like if you're striving to live this dream in Hollywood, you don't have to go to NYU, USC, UCLA, or these other AFI. You could do it you don't even have to go to school. If you have this dream and you're a pretty good filmmaker, you're a good writer, a good actor, and you believe you could do it, then do it. Like, take the steps and just do it. Actor, take acting classes. Writer, just really read scripts and do a lot of reading. If you're acting, like just, it's like the things that you do right now. Like if you're focused on like going on social media, or you're focused on like leaving comments for people on YouTube and going to Facebook and doing all this stuff, then you're taking away time, valuable time for your dream. That your dream doesn't have to be everything that you do. You don't have to be one-dimensional, but your dream should be like that you put the work in to live this dream. Because if you're not putting work in, you can't expect or hope for something. It's like if you expect and hope, then you're going to get hurt, because you expect, even for like a relationship or for a job or something to happen, you expect it. And then if you do things to meet that expectation of like, I'm going to do these things because maybe I have a shot at this, I'm expecting this, then you're going to set yourself up to get hurt or failure. You're going to fall harder if you expect things. If you hope for things that don't happen, then you're going to start to, allow that to affect your value as a person. That is going to sink you. That you have to value yourself and know that what you do matters, that who you are to yourself matters, and that you can make a difference in this life, and that you could be happy, and that you could say, I'm happy. I don't have no regrets. I don't have resentment, and that I'm happy with who I am as a person, as a human being. And I'm happy that I'm a writer, and that I could tell stories that could make a difference in this world. I could help people to see things, to see how this looks as a story. Because if you don't want to listen to advice, then how does this look as a story? As how is it developing? How the characters are responding to certain elements in the script? And that I think that personal growth was very important along the way, because sometimes you go through these moments and you feel like that it's you don't think it's bad luck. 'Cause I hear other people say it's bad luck. I don't think it's bad luck, and I actually understand. And I'm self-aware that I know that the things that are happening in my life were meant to be, and that I was able to learn from these experiences to apply it to my writing, but then also to be able to talk to people doing this type of these logs, and knowing that certain people act a certain way because of their past experiences and how they are as a person, and certain things could influence it, and they could even have conditions, like more